What's up, everybody? This your girl Still Standing, coming at you guys with another video. Shout out to my 34 beautiful subscribers. I appreciate you guys rocking and riding with me through this journey. All right, y'all. So what I want to get on today, first off, I hope you guys are staying balanced. I hope you guys are staying focused. I hope you guys are staying grounded. I hope you're keeping this up. And I hope you navigating through this bullshit the best way you know how. So what I wanted to get on today, it was an interesting video, you know what I'm saying, that I caught on Matrix Sentinel's page. Again, I shouted him out in a couple of videos back. Awesome channel. Again, very informative. He had a particular video on there, and I thought it was dope. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was dope. I thought it was very interesting. And the title of the video was Scientific Proof That Humans Have Eternal Souls, right? And I can't remember the doctor's name, but this is a chance for you to go check out the video so you can see. I do remember the date, back in 1809, this doctor decided to do scientific research and studies to see if humans actually had a soul, right? So what he did was he was monitoring like terminally ill patients, right? Patients that, you know what I'm saying, were near to the point of transcending, right? So once they passed away, his way of checking to see was measuring their weight, right? So when he measured the weight, once they passed, their bodies were actually 21 grams lighter, right? And he did it a few times to make sure, you see what I'm saying, that it was no miscalculations or something was off on him. And every time that he did it, right, it was 21 grams lighter, right? So to make sure he got even more in-depth in it, he actually started to weigh animals, right? So when they passed, when they left, you see what I'm saying, he weighed them, right? No change in weight. So I don't know if a lot of you know, I didn't know, I just found out, you know what I'm saying, that animals don't have a soul, right? That was his conclusion with that. It's something that he already knew, but it was confirmation because the only weight change was humans, okay? And they also had an instance where this young lady, and I know, you know what I'm saying, a lot of us have heard, you know what I'm saying, where people actually, you know what I'm saying, said that they experienced death and they experienced their soul leaving and they experienced light and ended up coming back onto this earthly realm, right? So one particular case, this young lady, she was at the hospital and she flatlined. She ended up dying. So she ended up, even though she died, they were able to resuscitate her. But when she came back to, she explained to them what she experienced. She passed away, right? So when that happened, she said she felt herself, which I've heard that before, and I'm pretty sure y'all have too, where people stated that, you know what I'm saying, they could see their body. They could feel themselves rise as far as in the spiritual stance. And she was able to see her body. She was able to see doctors working on her. But at the same time, she was still rising, right? So she rose. She said she felt herself rise above the top of the hospital building. And as she rose above the hospital building, she happened to look down on their roof. There was a tennis shoe on the roof, right? So she, raising up, got to that point, but then came back. So she was explaining to the doctors and, you know what I'm saying, her loved ones at the time, what happened, right? So to fact check her, they went upstairs to the top of the roof, and sure enough, there was a tennis shoe on the roof. So listen, I don't want to keep going into it. I done said enough as far as that, but I want y'all to go check it out, man. Again, Matrix Sentinel has a bunch of dope, informative videos on his channel, and that's one of them. Again, it's called Scientific Proof That Humans Have a Soul, okay? 2, had to think about it. Young lady, like I said, I'm going to shout out anybody that's new to me, you know what I'm saying, that I haven't seen, or I could, you know what I'm saying, they just came out to tell their truth. A young lady by the name of Q The Realm, she has a channel. Go check her out. talks about her experiences, what she goes through on a day-to-day basis. Might be something that y'all can relate to or something that resonates with you, right? And I also just subscribe to a guy by the name of King David, The Chosen. Go check his videos out as well. Same thing. Informative information, talks about his life. Go check it out, okay? One other thing I wanted to hit on. Listen, this is something that I don't understand, right? People who have, regardless, religion or spirituality, right? People have their own set of beliefs or whatever their faith that they choose to follow, right? Whether if it's something that they decided to take up, is progressing, you know what I'm saying? Or something that they have been in their whole life. You see what I'm saying? Regardless if it's whatever religion to spirituality, right? You're not going to agree. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's not going to agree with people's faith or their religion or their spirituality. That's a given, right? Because maybe what you've been taught as far as your faith or your spirituality, you see what I'm saying? Or your type of religion that you're into. You see what I'm saying? What I don't get is what is the problem with agreeing to disagree? I don't understand it. Like, it's plenty of people that's on YouTube, plenty of people who have platforms who I've looked at, right? Has a different concept, different perspective of whatever faith that they might have, whether if it's religious or spirituality. Some things that I can agree with, some things I don't, and that's okay. You see what I'm saying? Regardless, you could very well learn something from a person if you actually take the time out to understand why they practice what they practice, why they believe in what they believe in, why they have the type of faith that they have, even if you don't agree with everything that they follow, right? And that's fine. You don't have to agree. My thing is, why do you have to insult somebody because you don't agree with their religion, or you don't agree with their faith, or you don't agree with their spirituality? I don't understand it. It's one thing to disagree with how somebody, you know what I'm saying, whatever they practice, but it's another thing to disagree and then try to insult that person on what they believe or their faith or their spirituality. To me, that's sucker shit. Just point blank, period. You don't have to insult somebody, you know what I'm saying, because you don't agree with what they follow, especially if it's something positive, especially if it's something uplifting, especially if it's something based off of giving service to others, and it has nothing to do with nothing but, you see what I'm saying, love or trying to better them or people that's around them. I don't understand it. I've seen a lot of that where, you know what I'm saying, people want to insult different religions or different practices and want to talk them down because you don't agree. It's no need for all of it. It's really not. You can disagree and stop watching them, disagree, stop the conversation, and just leave it alone like grown people supposed to carry themselves and, you know what I'm saying, deal with things like that. It's real simple. But to insult somebody based off of their religion or based off of their spirituality or whatever that they choose to believe in and insult them is pure sucker shit. I don't care who it is. Straight like that. Because you don't know if that religion, that faith, that spirituality, you don't know if that got them from a point of suicide or got them from a point of not having a drug abuse or anything that's on low vibrational stances. You see what I'm saying? So you don't know if whatever that they practice, especially if it's positivity, especially if it's promoting love, especially if it's uplifting and giving service to others. What's the point? Because it's really not, it's not one at all. You see what I'm saying? Let people do what they gonna do as far as their faith, especially if it's a progression behind it. If you see this person that, you know what I'm saying, they're uplifting, they're trying to be a support to others, you see what I'm saying? They're trying to just show, you know what I'm saying, what this faith, what this spirituality, whatever that they're practicing has made them a better person and want to be better to other people. Let them do that. It's nobody's decision as to whether or not what they should be believing in or not. And to insult somebody because you don't believe in it, that's sucker shit. It makes no sense to me. So, I just wanted to hit on that real quick. Like, You don't have to agree. Just because you don't agree with what somebody practice doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, it's warranted for insults. You know what I'm saying? Because it really shows the type of person that you are. You see what I'm saying? Especially if you call yourself following any type of faith or spirituality or whatever it is, and your practices is supposed to be based off of love and non-judgment and coming from your heart. Are you really practicing what you preaching? Feel me? So, I just wanted to drop that real quick. As always, make sure that you are doing something that keeps you in here, keeps you within you. I'm going to always say that. I don't care what it is. Before you got into this BS, you see what I'm saying? Whatever that made you happy, you know what I'm saying? Whatever that gave you a sense of peace, you see what I'm saying? A sense of just being you, do that. I don't care if it's only for a moment. I don't care if that happiness is only for a few moments. Do it. All right? And as always, don't react. Stand back and let God handle it. Y'all have an amazing day and have a good day on purpose, and you'll be hearing from me. Peace.